Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think we're on the run? We are the boys that'll stop your little game. We are the boys that'll make you think again. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think we're on the run? Tra la 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 la. So just at Godfrey from Dad's Army's grave on the 50th anniversary of the showing of the first ever episode of Dad's Army, I've just got to tell you a funny little story. There was a bloke stood by his grave just taking some pictures of, not of the grave, and I went up to him like with a hat on and flowers going, "Oh, do you know whose grave you're stood by?" And he looked confused and said, "There's lots of graves here," in a really posh voice. And I explained, "Oh, have you ever seen the film, the programme Dad's Army?" And he said no, and he looked really scared. Is there anything scary about someone like this coming up to you in a graveyard with some what are they called, granolas or whatever they're called, flowers? Would you be scared if I came up to you and started talking to you about Godfrey? Well, enough of that stupidity anyway. So today is the 50th anniversary of Dad's Army, and we're lucky enough to be at the grave of Arnold Ridley. I'm glad my photo's still there. Should we lay down some flowers for him a second? The look on that bloke's face, he looks so scared. So happy anniversary, Godfrey, happy anniversary, Dad's Army. There's some flowers for you, buddy. There he is, and there's the lot. So as we know, Dad's Army was written by Jimmy Perry and David Croft. So broadcast for the first time this day, 1968, and it ran to 1977. It ran for 80 episodes. The shows regularly gained audiences of 18 million, starring Arthur Lowe, John the Measurer, Arnold Ridley, our friend here, and John Laurie. And believe it or not, the younger cast members was Clive Dung, who looked the oldest, didn't he? I think he played the oldest trooper in the show. And James Beck, Frank William and Bill Pertwee. In 2004, Dad's Army was voted the 4th best British sitcom and has been placed 13th in a list of 100 greatest British television programmes. Jimmy Perry wrote with his experience of the local defence volunteer. Perry was 17 when he joined. The show is set in fictional Wilmington-on-Sea on the south coast, and the first episode, Man and the Hour, was broadcast on this day in 1968. 50 years ago today, eh? So a lovely little happy anniversary, Arnold Ridley and Dad's Army. Do you want me to pass you on to Arnold now for a little chat? He might want to tell you a bit of history about himself. So, dear Arnold, could you tell us a little bit? We know about Dad's Army now, on this lovely 50th anniversary of the show. Could you please tell us, in your own words, of course, my friend, a little about yourself? Because obviously you were a bit of a hero, weren't you? Not just known for Dad's Army. Of course, Brian. I'd be most pleased to tell you a bit about myself. I've had a very interesting life, but mind you, so did all the other cast members of Dad's Army. I was born in Walcott in Bath. I graduated at the University of Bristol and spent time as a student teacher. I made my theatrical debut in Prunella at Theatre Royal Bristol. In 1915 I enlisted as a private in the Somerset Light Infantry. I fought on the Somme, where I was bayoneted through the groin, which was not pleasant, I must say. My legs were riddled with shrapnel, and of course I was medically discharged with rank of captain. But in the Second World War, believe it or not, I actually joined the Home Guard. So I've actually been in the Home Guard. After being stranded nearby at Mangotsfield, Bristol, at a railway station, it gave me the idea to write the play The Ghost Train, which obviously made me very well known and was made into a film with Arthur Askey. I've also appeared in Crooks in Cloisters, I was in The Archers and Crossroads. And then of course, as you all love and know, first episode today, Dad's Army, where I gained fame as Godfrey. So, I just want to tell you a last quick story, and this is absolutely true. I once came up here to visit Arnold Ridley one Sunday, and I woke up Monday morning and had a Facebook friends request from Pike, Ian Lavender. Go on my Facebook friends, scroll down, have a look, see what you think. I've messaged him a number of times, but he's never got back to me. It looks genuine to me, and isn't that bizarre? But go in, see what you think. That's a true, honest story. So happy anniversary, Arnold Ridley and Dad's Army, and I'll leave you at the sight of one of their main stars, Arnold Ridley, and don't we all love him like we love them all?